Order. Please stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. This is the reorganization meeting, and I need a motion to adopt the agenda.
Motion to adopt the agenda.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So passes 5-0. The results of the annual town election. Who's gonna, is that you, Donna, that's gonna read the results?
Okay, the town election for 2025 was canceled this year due to only one candidate for District 1 and one candidate for District 2. Stephen Cobb and Colleen Fordzick were the only candidates that filed and were duly qualified by the Board of Election to the council for another 3-year term. Their terms will expire in 2028.
Thank you. Well, congratulations to hard-fought campaign.
Thank you.
I guess now we'll go to administer the oath of office. So the two candidates, if you would get down onto the regular floor and bring your Bibles.
You got double duty.
Now you want to hold the Bible? Okay, are we ready to proceed? All right, Councilman Fordzick, are you prepared to administer or say your oath?
Yes, I,
Say your name.
Colleen Fordzick,
Do proudly swear
do proudly swear
to carry out the responsibilities
to carry out the responsibilities
of the office
of the office of
council member
councilman
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
freely acknowledging
freely acknowledging
that the powers of this office
that the powers of this office
flow from the people.
flow from the people
I am privileged to represent.
I am privileged to represent.
I further swear
I further swear
always to place
always to place
the public interest
the public interest
above any special or personal interest,
above any special or personal interest,
and to respect the right
and to respect the right
of future generations
of future generations
to share the rich,
to share the rich,
historic,
historic,
and natural heritage
and natural heritage
of Delaware.
of Delaware.
In doing so,
In doing so,
I will always uphold
I will always uphold
and defend
and defend
the constitutions of my country
the Constitution of my country
and my state.
and my state,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I
I, Stephen Cobb,
do proudly swear
do proudly swear
to carry out the responsibilities
to carry out the responsibilities
of the office of
to the office of
council member
council member
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
freely acknowledging
that
the powers of this office
the powers of this office
flow from the people.
flow from the people.
I am privileged to represent.
I am privileged to represent.
I further swear
I further swear
always to place
always to place
the public interest
the public interest
above any special or personal interest,
above any special or personal interest,
and to respect the right
and to respect the right
of future generations
of future generations,
to share the rich,
to share the rich,
historic,
historic,
and natural heritage of Delaware.
and natural heritage of Delaware.
In doing so,
In doing so,
I will always uphold
I will always uphold
and defend
and defend
the constitutions of my country
the constitutions of my country
and my state,
and my state,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, moving on, we now will elect the mayor pro tem. Do we have any candidates? Donna, you nominated yourself?
I thought somebody else had to do that, no?
Sure what?
Yes.
Oh, you want to run?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'll nominate myself as well.
All right, so we have two candidates. Do a secret ballot?
So we're gonna need to at least do a motion.
I've never had it happen.
Yeah, I thought it was done before.
Everybody just votes.
Hmm?
You just vote.
Okay,
Roll call, roll call vote.
Yeah, roll call vote.
I said that.
all
Do
right.
they need to make somebody need to make a motion for one or the other?
Well, that would be helpful.
Yeah, I think we need a motion and a second.
Uh-huh.
Or we can vote on the slate and, just tally up the votes.
All right, I need a motion, first of all, for the candidacy of Jay.
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor, so there's a motion for both Jay and for Don,
Well, I'm doing one at a time.
one at a time?
Yeah.
Okay. But there'll be two motions, is that correct?
Right. Hearing no motion for Jay, I'm now asking if there's a motion for Dawn.
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion for Don Walsh to be elected as the mayor pro tem.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Dawn, you're elected.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right, so for the record, that was a vote of four votes in favor?
Fine.
5, well, okay.
All
I
four,
didn't, yeah, I don't know. Did he vote? I didn't hear.
You don't vote.
I can't vote.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. We have citizens' privilege on anything that's on the pre-published agenda. Does anyone want to ask any questions? Hearing none, we're moving on to new business. Discussion, consideration, and possible voting on establishing a meeting schedule for the upcoming year. Donna?
The meeting schedule is in your packet. I no longer have a packet, so you
Okay.
need to just look at your packet.
So if you look at your packet, we have the regular meetings and the workshop meetings. Does anyone have any conflict with any of these dates?
The only date I wasn't sure if the September last year, if you recall, we had to change it because of the primary being held in the building here.
Right.
I haven't, I looked it up.
Yes.
There is not a date yet for the primary, so
Okay.
it may have to change if
All right.
they want to use the building again.
There wouldn't be any this year,
No primary
right,
this year?
Veronica?
What's that? Changing the dates?
No,
Well, there wouldn't be a primary this year, right? Isn't that every other year?
what year are we in, 2020? Yeah, I don't think there is. one
Probably
this year.
not.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah, I think you're right. I don't
Maybe
think there is
that's why
one
I
this
couldn't
year.
find the date.
Yeah.
Dawn, I have one, November 11th, I believe is Veterans Day.
Oh,
Right.
Veterans Day is usually on a Monday,
We celebrate it,
whenever the calendar date is.
it's
On the
the
day.
actual, the
Day.
The
day.
date
the
of-
day.
Very good.
Is it November 11th?
Yes.
Yes, I missed that.
Yep. Yep.
See what date we have.
So would we go to Tuesday? I mean Wednesday?
We can do one or the other. We can go to the 12th, or we can do the following week, which is the 18th. Since there's no workshop that month, we could do the following week. It's up to you guys.
Why don't we do that?
There likely would not be in November, a workshop.
Or
Not
we-
for
Yeah,
budget.
we don't usually because it
Yeah.
falls right at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You want to do the 18th instead of the 12th?
Yeah, we all agreed on the 18th?
Okay.
Yes.
At 3,
3 p.m.
yeah, I have a board meeting in the morning, but otherwise I'm okay in the afternoon.
Okay,
Okay, so we'll change, make that change.
So
Now-
November 18th.
last year, we didn't have a board meeting in December.
No, we didn't, we canceled it. We did have one scheduled, but we had no business, so we
Okay.
canceled it.
We usually keep it in case.
Okay. All right, any other corrections to the agenda? I mean, to the regular meetings and this workshop? If not, I need a motion to accept the amended regular meeting and workshop schedule.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the schedule of the council meetings and workshops for the upcoming year with the change of November 18th.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So passes 5-0. Next item is discussion, consideration, and possible voting on reappointment of Preston Copples and Ron Daly to the Board of Adjustments for another term. Their terms will expire in May of this year, and if elected, will be in that position, and shall be in that position until 2028. Do I hear a motion to accept Preston Copples and Ron Gailey?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to reappoint Preston Copples and Ron Gailey to another 3-year term ending May 2028.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So passes 5-0. Discussion, consideration, possible voting on the reappointment of Sharon Donato to the Planning and Zoning Commission for another term.
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to reappoint Sharon Donato for another term, which 5-year term, which expires in May of 2030 to the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Thank you. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So passes 5-0. The next item is discussion, consideration, and possible voting on the reappointment of Ed Donnelly, Katie Rierick, Tom Malley, and Sue Kerwin to the Board of Assessments.
And these are one-year appointments, and we have to,
Okay.
we need to change this to a 3-year, so it would be easier for everybody. We could change their,
We can do it with the next charter change.
yes.
We have a couple things.
We can-
Okay.
It's in the charter that way.
As long as somebody remembers it.
Well, I'm working on that now,
Yeah.
so.
Add it to the list.
All right, I need a motion to accept these 4 individuals to the Board of Assessments.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to reappoint Ed Donnelly, Katie Rearick, Tom Malley, and Susan Kerwin for another one-year term on the Board of Assessment, which will expire May 2026.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So it passes 5-0. The last item is discussion, consideration, possible voting on a reappointment of Gail Driver, Beth Meredith, and Linda Fiskus to the Board of Elections for another term. Do I hear a motion?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to reappoint Gail Driver, Betty Meredith, and Linda Fiskus for another term
Do I hear a
on
second?
on the Board of Elections ending May 2028.
Thank you. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So it passes 5-0. We have a second citizen's privilege.
So I'm not a citizen, but can I ask a question, Mayor? With respect to this possible amendment considered to be brought up to the board for the Board of Assessment term, are we considering 3 years? Yes, the clerk shaking her head, yes, 3 years, okay.
I believe it's wasn't in the charter review.
It was part of our charter review a few years ago with Dennis, and it just slipped
Okay.
through the cracks.
Okay,
I can pull his notes on it and
Okay.
send it to you.
okay,
The memo.
all right, great.
All right, hearing no other comments, I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
So it passes 5-0. Thank you all for coming. Congratulations to everyone that's been